I feared the most has happened to me. He was saying, my fears opened this thing up. The thing I feared the most has happened to me. Now watch this here in Matthew or Mark chapter 5. I'm going to show you an illustration. Prayerfully you're going to be able to relate and we'll be done. Go with me to Mark chapter number 5. And I'm just introducing this whole fear thing. Because fear will drive you to do some crazy stuff. And we're not even going to scratch the surface of it in this service. We're going to introduce it. So go with me to Mark 5. So I want you to think about the law of life, accessed by faith. Think about the law of death, accessed by fear. And think about your mind that's in between both. And all the strongholds that the enemy has used throughout your life to bring you in bondage to fear. Are you hearing him say that? And God called it bondage. If I'm in fear, I'm in bondage. Fear is bondage. Fear is bondage. Say that out loud.
Fear is bondage.
It takes control. It's a stronghold. Fear is a stronghold. Fear will take over you. Fear will control you. You'll talk out of it. You'll act out of it. You'll respond out of it. Fear is the power to take over the mind, to make it choose and act in a way based on fear. And when I do that, I'm out from under the spirit of the law of life in Christ Jesus. 4 times in the Gospels, Jesus addressed the disciples' fears and said, where is your faith? What he was saying was, is you cannot operate in fear and in faith at the same time. Well, what's dictating whether or not I walk by faith or walk by fear? Whatever I've spent the most time meditating on, thinking on, reading, hearing, studying, remembering, whatever I fill my mind with is either going to lead me to fear or it's going to lead me to faith. Now watch how powerful it is here in Mark 5. Oh, this is good here. Watch, I can't wait to show this. Everybody there? All right. So let's go down to verse number 22. And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet, and besought him greatly, saying, my little daughter lieth at the point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her, that she may be healed, and she shall live. So the man, while facing death, just made a decision for life. Jesus went with him. Read that out loud. And Jesus went with him. Oh my goodness. Do you know the Lord always responds to faith? Hey, do you know he always responds to faith? You can't flex your faith muscle and not get God's attention. Hebrews 11:6 says, without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. God said, I'm looking for somebody that not only believes I am God, but believes I can do what I said I can do. He's moved by faith. Tell your neighbor, God is moved by faith.
Moved by faith.
Well, I just don't feel like the Lord is really moving in my life. Well, what are you hearing? What are you meditating on? What are you confessing? Because I can assure you, you're not living by faith until what you hear, what you meditate on, and what you say is in line with the Word. I didn't make that up. That's Romans chapter 10, verse 8. That I have to hear the Word, meditate the Word, and speak the Word for faith to be operative. So if you're going around moved by fear, talking about how, oh yeah, they got married, but I'm just concerned that they didn't get some stuff worked out, before they got married, and I I just don't even think it's going to last 6 months. I don't know. 6 months. I give it 6 months. I'm not like you never heard nobody talk like that. You know it's you. I'm talking about you heard somebody. It was you. And God can't move except but by faith. And so let me